Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's YouTube video, I'm going to be talking about how I got level 200 in just a few days of playing Fortnite. So right now, as you know, it's chapter 5, season 4, and the next season, or like the next part of Fortnite is going to be basically just chapter 2. Like it's a remix season. It's going to be having some like OG skins and their mashups. Like there's a Meowsos and Midas mashup, and then there's like a Ocean and TNT mashups. There's a lot of mashups, and that's pretty cool. So what I'm going to be talking about is how you can get a lot of levels pretty quickly in Fortnite right now. So what my trick is basically when you start playing for the day, you should probably go for Fortnite creative maps. Like the map you are seeing on the screen is some gameplay from the pit, which is also another creative map, and it gives pretty good XP, which is why I'm playing it. So, and basically, why I'm saying so, like why you have to play these creative maps first is because if you do your quests first before you start playing, then it's a higher chance that you're gonna get less XP from your creative maps, and like the XP from your quest is never gonna change. So instead of getting lesser XP, you can get more by playing first creative so that you don't get XP capped, and then doing your quest, which cannot be, which of like the amount cannot be reduced by whatever you do. So that's a really useful tip, and if you do that, if I show you here my quests, many of my quests are still remaining. Like I've done these, I have to do these, but like some of my story, like you should complete your story. That's the most important. My survival mode isn't that much. My milestones, like some of them are done, but most of them are like very low. My horde rush is not done. My rank, nothing is done, and like for my daily as well. So most of these quests, like there's also the Fortnite bonus quest somewhere here. These are also not done. Most of these, as you can see. There's a lot of these, and if you complete them, you're gonna get a bunch of XP, and it's really useful. So I recommend completing those. But before that, you should get your creative XP in. Otherwise, it's gonna be problematic. Because as I mentioned before, the quest XP will never reduce. Like that's 100% guaranteed. But the XP from your creative will reduce. Like as you've seen right now, I was getting first like 4,000 when I got my first kill, then I started getting 3,000, and now it's 2,000. And it's staying constantly at 2,000. And also, if you play for a little like longer time, then you will also get the playtime XP, which is also very good in most maps. In some maps, it's like very bad, but in most maps, it's pretty good. And if you keep playing, you're also gonna keep getting more increased XP. For example, if I keep playing for a little bit, then I'm also gonna start getting 3,000. But you do have to play for some time for that, so that's kind of annoying. But other than that, everything is fine. So like basically the creative maps, some of them are better than others. Some of them give lesser XP in their playtime or have harder challenges or more playtime, like time needed for those playtime XP quests. For example, there's this really good map by Postbox Pack. Like it's the one where people got the free Carolina skin on PC. I use that as well to get mine, and like it's an older version of it, and the newer version gives good XP. But the problem is that if you play it, then you need to play 46 minutes for its full XP, whereas the pit is just 15 minutes, and as you can see right now the timer is 11 minutes. I joined this game when it's already 6 minutes in, so you can get lucky most of the time, but in maps like pads like Toy Free For All, you have to play. It's not like it's gonna already be existing and you're just gonna keep continue on that. The playtime timer is for everyone individually. So that's gonna be pretty problematic, and it will waste a lot more of your time than it should, for which I'm just playing this other map which gives better XP in less time. After you complete these creative playtime XPs like quests, then you can also do your dailies, reload, and horde rush. Like not the horde rush dailies, but what I meant to say was after you do your dailies, reload and horde rush give a certain amount of XP for every like few minutes you play, and it's very much like it's around 30,000, which is a pretty good amount, and it isn't there for battle royale. In battle royale, it's only when you win. Like when you win or when you die, then you get a certain amount of XP. But other than that, you don't get much XP. Like if you're completing your quest, obviously you don't get anything. So what you want to do is you want to play one of these reload quests if you've done all your like reload games. If you've done all of your quests for everything, you should start like creative, do with the 60,000 ones like the daily discovery over here, and then you should also complete your like normals. Then you should complete your reboots because you want to save some more XP for the reboot days, and that's why. After you do that, then you want to focus on your weeklies. These weeklies are going to be important because there's also quest rewards, and for that you have to complete basically all of your quests. I'm going to show that just in a second. And then after you've completed that, after you've completed all of your quests, you want to complete your stories. If you haven't already, you've done that and you want to complete your milestones, because then the milestones and athletes are what's going to be most important. For example, when you're playing the battle royale match, then you want to play until like you get a good position, like top 10, because the like more like how the XP depends on how much you are in the end game. For example, if you're top 10, then you're gonna get, let's say, 45,000. But then if you're like top 50, you're gonna get 17,000. So that's the only part that varies, and that's the part that's gonna be important for you, because if you know how to balance out those XP like parts with your reload dailies and your reload playtime XP and your whole rush quests and everything, that's gonna be pretty useful. There was also the Day of Doom quest a little earlier. I didn't complete those because I didn't play for a little bit on laptop. Like on actually, I didn't play Fortnite at that time. So that's like why I didn't complete those, and now those quests are gone because the LTM is also gone. And as you just saw, I got 14,000 from my 15 minutes. But when you're gonna play for like let's say 45 minutes, you're gonna get a lot. Like at 60 minutes, it's so much that you can get a level, an entire level of 80,000 XP. And some of those maps which have like the timers, they need the timers because it's like calibrating the amount of XP you're gonna get. Because if it's a short timer, let's say 1 minute, then it's not gonna give you as much XP as it would calibrate when you play for like when it's a timer for 1,000 seconds. So because of these few reasons, that's why they're there. But it's often annoying because most people don't like to AFK. Like I also don't like to AFK. I like to play these maps in which there's like fighting and all. So because of that, I would say that it's not recommended that you do these XP maps, because often they're not as good as you would like as you would expect them to be. Often they are good. Like sometimes they are good, they might give you good XP, but it's like rarely that it's giving you good XP, because normally the maps, like the creators who made these maps and show these XP glitch videos, start off with new accounts. So new accounts are gonna get more XP as the season progresses. For example, if there's 5 days of the season left, like it is right now, then you're gonna get more XP from these maps, because it's like end time and it's also gonna stay supercharged for a longer period of time compared to when it's a fresh season, because like the supercharge normally ends at around 30 levels when you start on a brand new account, which is pretty good because most people just showcase it for a little levels and then like they just show you the method of how to do it. And it's been the same for many chapters, many seasons of Fortnite because these XP maps have been existing for a long time. Most of these times, these XP maps do not work out and they get patched within the first few hours. And unless you can find like a good YouTuber who makes perfect XP maps and you are like regularly staying tuned to their videos and you're getting on the maps early, it's not a good method. Right now, I'm about to get level 216. When I started this video, I was level 213. So I already got 3 levels almost uh, in 11 minutes because when I started this video, I had 0 kills and it was 6 minutes. So, like that's how the server just started. It's often like the server just starts late in the pit and some of these maps. I wouldn't say that the pit is the best XP map. You can also, like, for example, if you play the pit and then you play the Toy Box FFA map, the Toy Box map still gives you 2000 XP per elimination, whereas if you play for a long time on the pit, you're gonna get around, like, let's say 1000 or 800 or something. That's like a lesser amount, and you'll need a lot of kills. So it doesn't get capped for some reason, and I've often used this in some of my previous how to get to level 200 quicker without glitch maps. This is also the method I've used because these maps are pretty good for this, but their playtime XP is bad, like the postbox map as I mentioned before. Some other maps like BHEs, 1v1 maps, and other maps are good, but they also do take a lot of time, which makes them bad because if you're like playing too long, then it also affects the XP. It should not, but it does sometimes. Because in that time when you're waiting, you're also gonna get a lot of kills, and when you're getting a lot of kills, then you just like basically um lessen down the amount you're gonna get from the playtime. Which is why it's not that good. Like in the pit, I'm still getting a pretty good amount of XP, even though I have 41 kills. So I don't know why my FPS is strong. So like the headshots are good XP, other things are good XP, but I'm also gonna show you some maps which I think are okay. Like I'll leave some map codes in the description. So I'm about to get another level. After that, I won't wait for the playtime. I'll just get a few kills and then I'll leave. Oh my god. So I think like I've got a pretty decent amount of kills for 14 minutes. It's like triple, like 14 to 3 is 42 and I'm 43, so pretty good. I bought the Eddie Brock skin. It's a pretty good skin. Plus, it's helping me complete my Spider-Man collection. I have Spider-Man, like Spider-Man 0, Miles Morales, 2099, and No Way Home, Gwen Stacy, the originals, Chapter 3, Season 1, Spider-Man, every single Spider-Man. I don't have Spider-Woman, I do have Black Cat, and I do not have Iron Spider. But I do have the new Iron Man and the old Iron Man. And I also have War Machine. So yeah, it's pretty good. Like these XP methods, these freedom maps are pretty good. I'm I'm not getting any more XP, so I'll just leave because my XP is capped now. But it's pretty good. Like if you, I'm already level 200, so it also depends a little bit on that. If you're a little bit of lesser level, then you can play for around an hour before your XP gets capped. And to remove your XP cap, just go back to Battle Royale and then complete some of your quests, preferably the stories and the weeklies. If you can't do that, then just play Reload or World Rush for their playtime XPs. And if you're getting bored, then just play normal Battle Royale for a little bit and get the Equinix XP. So these are a few like different change methods. Like previously, it wasn't that good to get XP, but like people are getting very good XP. I can show you one of my friend's accounts who is actually level 700 or like 680 or something. It's pretty good. I asked him what his method was, and he just said that he played for a lot of hours. These are the methods that he told me, and I told him that these are the methods that he used previously, and he said that these are very good methods. And if you play for a long you can get this level 200 very quickly and very easily.
Okay, so is this already 6? So it's now 611.
And it's pretty cool. Some of my other friends, like this guy, said 644, and yeah, 770. Mm, okay, this guy is like I don't know. He's also in the finals. So his levels are 57.
Yeah. Thanks guys for watching. We'll see you later.